Today we are going to learn about buoyant force. When we have taken the plastic bottle and place it in the water, what did we observe? That it is floating in water, right? We have tried to push it inside the water, but as soon as the force is removed, then it used to come back to the floating position, right? But the same thing if you will do with the water, you fill the water inside the bottle. So what will happen? It will go little inside. It will float inside the water. Why this happens? This is because when the bottle was empty, the weight of it is negligible, but when it is full of water inside, it is heavy. It has got a lot of weight. So when it has got the weight, when the water is inside, it neither floats on the surface nor does it goes in the bottom. Why? It is just because the gravitational force is acting in the downward direction, so that thing forcing the bottle to go down. But we have one another force which is opposing to this, and that means it is balancing this force, and that force is in the upward direction. So this force is originated from the water which is around the bottle. So the upward force acting on the object in the water or any other fluid or gas. Fluid, I hope you understand that, liquid or gas. Okay, so we have this gravitational force in the downward direction and buoyant force in the upward direction. As the directions are opposite, they are trying to balance each other. Okay, so buoyant force is clear. So what happens is, while we pull the bucket from the well, the bucket is full of water when it is inside, right? Water is fully immersed in it. So it becomes light because that is acting. So appear weightless. We have already observed that the piece of aluminum sheet, when it is dipped in the water which is there in the bucket, it floats, right? But if you take a aluminum coin or something, a heavy metal coin, then it will sink. So there what exactly happens is the size is mattering. The iron nail will take, it will sink. But if you will take a ship, then that will float, right? So these all things are leading to some idea regarding the dependency of the buoyant force, why it is so. Another thing which you might have observed is that it becomes easier to swim in the sea water than in fresh water. This is because the density of sea water is higher than the density of fresh water. Now, to understand the concept of density, do you know what is density? Density is mass upon volume. Density is mass upon volume. We say as D is equal to M upon V. Okay, so we can increase the density by increasing the mass. We can increase the density by decreasing the volume. जो डिनोमिनेटर रहता है वो कम होगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली न्यूमरेटर वाला पार्ट बढ़ जाएगा. ओके, सो इट इज़ डेंसिटी इज़ इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू वॉल्यूम and density is directly proportional to the mass. Correct? So children, here you can do one experiment at home. You can just take a lemon, normal lemon which is available at your home. You try to take in the you can say a glass or any container, fill with water, and what you observe, whether it is sinking or it is floating. The same thing you can do with the adding salt into the water. When you will add salt into the water and again you will take the lemon, see in the first case it will sink, डूब जाएगा. In the second case when it is a salt added, मतलब क्या हो गया मालूम है, उसके अंदर मास बढ़ गया, वाटर के अंदर मास बढ़ गया. व्हेन द मास इज इंक्रीज द डेंसिटी इज इंक्रीज. ओके, सो व्हाट हैपेंस इज इन द अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन द फोर्स इज एक्टेड, buoyant force, so that allows the lemon to float. The same thing you can do with the egg also. The normal egg it will sink, but if you take a salty water then it will float. So same reason is there. So when you are in a sea water, आपको भी ऊपर की तरफ धक्का ज़्यादा लगता है. Okay, so it becomes easy for you to swim. Whereas in a fresh water आपको ऊपर की तरफ buoyant force कम लगता है, तो it becomes little difficult to swim in the fresh water. So what we have understood from all this, that buoyant force depends upon two factors. First is the volume of the object. We had seen that ship is floating, but the iron nail is there, that sink. Why the ship is floating? Because of the shape. So if the volume is more of that object, okay, बहुत broad है, then the buoyant force is more. Secondly, we have observed by the experiment of lemon that if the density is more, the buoyant force is more. So it is directly proportional to both. Volume more, buoyant force more. Volume less, buoyant force less. Similarly, density more, buoyant force more. Density less, buoyant force is also less. Right? Now, we'll go ahead towards the Archimedes principle. How we can decide that the object in the liquid will get sink or it will float or will it float inside the liquid? It depends upon the following factor. Number one, the object floats if the buoyant force is larger than the weight of the object. Now you observe this is empty bottle which is very much light in weight, right? So this object will float because the buoyant force is more but the weight of the object is less. So net force will be in the upward direction, so it will float. Okay. Next, the object will sink if the buoyant force is smaller than its weight. इसका weight ज़्यादा है, so weight is more, downward direction weight is more, and upward direction buoyant force is less. So net force will be in the downward direction, then it will sink. Now when the object will float inside the liquid, children, if your buoyant force, that is the force which is in the upward direction, is equal to the weight of the object, दोनों भी अगर सेम हो गए, then the object will float inside the liquid. Now let us understand Archimedes principle, a beautiful thing found by Archimedes. Now for that, children, you just simple things which you can do also at home. You are going to take a long rubber band and cut at one point, right? At one end of it, a clean washed stones, a small stone you are going to tie. See the way it is shown in the figure. Now hold the other end of the rubber band and make a mark there. Okay, somewhere you make a mark over there, and then keep the stone hanging in the air and measure the length of the rubber band. So that means what you are going to measure, आप लोग जहाँ से पकड़ लोगे ना, यहाँ पे अगर आपने मार्किंग की, लेट मी डू इट विद द पेन मार्किंग, यहाँ पे अगर मैंने मार्किंग की तो ये है ना, आप मेज़र करोगे. सी एज इट इज़ अ स्टोन, तो रबर को थोड़ा तो खींचेगा ना, तो आप है ना स्केल से ये दिस पार्ट यू मेज़र. ओके, क्लियर दिस मच. You do some marking where you are holding it and then you measure कि वो कितना stretch हुआ है. Now take water in the pot and hold the rubber band in such a height that the stone sinks in it. After measuring this height, see, this is what you are going to measure from the stone to your hand. After doing it, now you are going to pour water into it so that the stone is inside properly, it is sinking in it. Now what you do, you again measure this length from the stone to your hand. आपने वो change तो नहीं किया. Will you find any difference? Actually, the length of the stretched rubber band gets slowly reduced and is minimum when it is the stone is completely sink into it. Now why this must have been happened? See, basically when the stone is sunk in the water, the buoyant force acts in the upward direction. ऊपर धक्का मारने वाला force आ गया ना. Now weight of the stone is in the downward direction, but this buoyant force in the upward direction. So effect आया दोनों का. हाँ, दोनों का effect देखोगे तो you will be getting some जो stretching है वो थोड़ा कम हो जाएगा क्योंकि ऊपर का force ज़्यादा है. So the effect in the, you can see that the rubber band is stretched little less. Now is it same way if for all the liquids, पानी लो या दूध लो या kerosene लो, is it same for all the liquids? Is the buoyant force is equal to the magnitude of all the object? All these answers are given by Archimedes. The Archimedes principle states that when an object is partially or fully immersed in it. Now fully मतलब पूरा अंदर, partially मतलब थोड़ा सा अंदर है थोड़ा सा बाहर है, ऐसे कुछ. Okay, so it is partially or fully when it is immersed. A force of buoyancy acts on it in the upward direction, and this force is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the object. I repeat, when an object is partially or fully immersed in the liquid, जब उसको डाला जाता है, a force of buoyancy acts on it which is in the upward direction. उसको ऊपर की तरफ एक force लगता है, but वो कितना है, that is important, and this force is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by the object. ऑब्जेक्ट का वेट नहीं करना है, ऑब्जेक्ट से जितना पानी डिस्प्लेस हो गया है ना, दैट यू नो इट ना. यू फिल द समथिंग से यू हैव सम बकेट हियर. हाँ, यहाँ पे कुछ इतना पानी भरा है और फिर इसके अंदर सपोज मैंने स्टोन डाला, हाँ 2-3 स्टोन डाले तो क्या होगा, पानी का लेवल ऊपर आएगा. आई होप यू नो द स्टोरी ऑफ थर्स्टी क्रो. हाँ, द पेबल्स ऑफ द स्टोन्स वर picked up in the beak and then transferred to the pot, and the water raised up, and then crow drank the water and flew away. Childhood story. So you know it, as soon as you go on putting the stones inside, that particular, that much water will get displaced, right? So ये displaced water का जितना भी weight होगा, that much buoyant force is acting on that object. Now children, let us know something about this scientist Archimedes. He is great Greek scientist as well as mathematician also. He was very intelligent. He found the number pi by numeric calculation. His knowledge in physics was more. He was talking about the pulleys and the levels and the wheels, etc. So that all the things, and the most beautiful thing what he is known for is this Archimedes principle. I'll just tell you what happened one day na. He entered in a bathtub for taking bath. He was completely naked also, huh? So he entered in the bathtub. Obviously when we take a bath, you know what was with our condition. And then what he seen, that the water spilled out when he entered in the bucket. See, normally all these things happens, but we don't think over it. But this man has thought about it, and then whatever displaced water was, that tried to measure it, and he came to know about this Archimedes principle. He was so happy that he came out in the same set, that means naked only, shouting, "Eureka! Eureka!" What does it mean? I found it! I found it! I found it! That was a great thing. He was so happy that he forgot about his condition only, how he was. Okay, see the way he is running, Eureka! Eureka! Okay, now this Archimedes principle is widely used nowadays. On the basis of this, now the construction of ships and submarines is taking place. We have certain instruments like lactometer and hygrometer which are based on the principle. Now you can see this lactometer. Can you see this lactometer? Lactometer is used to find out the purity of milk. Okay, so that is what is the importance of this. So these are the, you can say, the pictures of the lactometer and hygrometer which works on this principle of Archimedes. Now the last thing in the chapter which discuss is about the density of substance and the relative density. As we discussed, children, density is mass upon volume, isn't it? Now mass is measured. Mass is measured in kg and volume is measured in meter cube, isn't it? You may be knowing from mathematics, volume and area chapter. So meter cube. So what must be the unit of density? It is kg per meter cube. Right? The property density is very much useful in deciding the purity of the substance. Milk kitna pure hai, kitna nahi, that we come to know through the density of milk. Okay, so to know it, we are using the concept of relative density. Relative density of a substance is expressed with respect to the density of water. Children, density of water is taken as 1. उसमें जितना ml आता है ना, 100 ml अगर आप पानी लोगे, the weight of that will be 100 grams only. Okay, so relative density is density of substance upon the density of water. बिकॉज इट इज़ अ नाउ यूनिट डेंसिटी अपॉन डेंसिटी, तो फिर उसका सेम यूनिट कैंसिल हो जाएगा. दैट मीन्स इट विल नॉट हैव एनी यूनिट. एंड दिस टर्म, दिस रिलेटिव डेंसिटी टर्म इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज स्पेसिफिक gravity. Okay, so measuring the, if you know the density of one object, this formula helps you to find out the density of the other object also. So in this manner this will be useful. That's all about this chapter, children. Thank you.